This is for those who don't know Wipro. I think most of you know Wipro. So you just have to look at the curve, which says that it grew so much over the last few years. In 1982, when I joined, that's very much in the distant past. So there were 21 employees in Wipro hardware and software together. We had one large hall, and the job of the administration manager was to ensure that all the chairs didn't get around in one corner of the room. His job in the evening was to pull all the chairs. But we being very social animals, we would again come closer to each other and we would end up in different corners of the same hall. To today's situation, where we have become an outstanding organization because we don't have enough seats for our 40,000 people. By the time we construct seats, we have some more people joining. And this has been the growth. And I'm just giving this as a perspective because in spite of this growth, certain core principles have remained the same. And something must have happened to have made the organization perform so well, especially when it was based on people. And that was the core of any knowledge. There is a full thread in PCMM which provides a good architecture. It starts with performance management process and compensation at level 2. It's a very fundamental thing and goes all the way up to organizational performance alignment at level 5. So basically when we talk of performance, we could be talking just at performance management or we could go all the way up till alignment. And I would just like to leave it at that. And if you see how it evolves, it moves from work environment and compensation and performance management, very fundamental things. Here work environment means I have the tools that I need to do my job, which I think is also a Gallup 12 question. And it says that I am generally free of interruptions. That is what work environment is all about. Performance management is typically setting objectives, etc., etc. And compensation is I am compensated for performance. At level 3, this moves to career development and certain practices that support performance management. At level 4, it becomes more quantitative, whatever you are doing. But in addition to that, there is an empowered work group which supports that in the next thread. So empowerment and empower is a common theme here also at level 4. And finally at level 5, there is continuous improvement, which is the hallmark of any performance. If I were to link it to music, when a person becomes a maestro, or if it is Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, who is one of our most well-known singers, he doesn't prepare and sing a tune. He just comes in and he continuously improves on that particular tune at that time. He himself cannot repeat what he sang exactly the next time, because next time he might improve it in a very different way. So that is what we mean by the highest level of performance. When you have reached that level where you are completely, you are always improving yourself against yourself. We have various processes in Wipro. One is the appraisal process. One is a 360-degree appraisal process called Wipro Leaders Qualities. Wipro Leaders Qualities gives you feedback on what you should continue to do, which is your strength, to what you should start doing, which you are not doing right now, and what you should stop doing, which is coming in the way of your own strengths. Now initially this feedback used to be quite random, and I must say that I was a little influenced by Gallup's philosophy when we designed this program called Winds of Change. We found that feedback does not result in action. I'm sure all of you have found that. You can have, and people keep asking me, should it be 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, 720 degrees, 1440. That is when you go to the same person 3 times, whether that helps, the feedback. Now, I don't think that the degree is important. The question is, feedback by itself does not result in action. That has been my own experience. Because number one, the feedback in most appraisal systems is quite shoddy. I don't know whether you agree with me on this. But once, just for fun, I went through more than 800 appraisals randomly. And I found that there are 3 feedbacks which managers are very comfortable in giving. Feedback number 1, can manage time better. All of us agree to that. Right? Not one person disagrees that they can manage time better. Two, can communicate better. Sure, I suppose so. And third is can be more assertive. That is when they are not too assertive. If they are too assertive, then can be less assertive. Right? So some very general feedback like that. And in our 360 degrees, we found that people used to get very angry because some of the feedback used to be hard hitting. In Wipro, the 360 degree feedback is not edited. It is just given as it is. And when you give feedback as it is, people get very angry. So one person I remember when we had just started it in 94 or 95, he came and told me, he said, Ranjan, you just tell me who gave me that feedback and I will ensure that that feedback will never come back to me again. That was a junior. The other person was more intelligent. He said, tell me the height, weight, where he comes from. Don't tell me who it is. Third was the most innovative person. He used to carry this feedback in his drawer. If any of his reports came, he'll get up and say, why did you write this? Say, no sir, I didn't write. Then what did you write? Mark it here. And by a process of elimination, he would arrive at who wrote what. So the idea here is not so much to create anger. The idea is how do you convert, how do you convert feedback into action and change.